Hello friends, in last video we have seen what are the different kind of activities we can execute using the livestock app, how we can add farmer, how we can add cattle, how we can add the feed plan details, how can we add the cattle directly under a farmer. So after doing these activity, now I will do what kind of activities we can execute at the farmer place. So let's start. So let's suppose as a BMC person, I am going to schedule a visit for today at the Ramesh place. So I have searched for Ramesh. I have selected Ramesh. I have selected the date for visit. I have selected also selected the time of visit and remark for vaccination. So I have created a visit. You can see I have a visit for Mr. Ramesh Kumar. The BMC charge can directly call from here to Mr. Ramesh, or he can directly navigate at the Ramesh place from here. So once we can schedule it, we can directly click here. Once the BMC guy reach at the farmer place, he will click on the Ramesh Kumar link. He will check in at the place, like BMC in charge of BMC's person has reached the farmer place and do the required activity. Let's suppose I have checked in. After check-in, here you will see the farmer profile will open. He has two cattle that we have added. Now once you click here, you can see the list of activity we can perform, like the fertility, diagnosis, milk recording or vaccination. Let's suppose I have selected the vaccination program. So I'll select what kind of vaccination we have given, the foot mouth disease. So here you will see the details, like the for this vaccination the first dose will be given at the 4 month and above. The booster dose will be given at 1 month after the first dose, and the subsequent dose will be given after 6 months. So here they will mention the vaccination name like Raksha. I have written over there. This is the first dose. Name of the veterinary doctor he will add in the application, like who is the veterinary doctor who has given the this particular vaccination, and once you click on the submit, the vaccination detail will be added. If you go in the diagnosis, if you go again in the vaccination program, you can check the history, like the vaccination is already given to a particular animal. So this is the way how you can give the vaccination. And after that, how you can do the fertility checkup. Let's suppose I am going to do the fertility in the application. So I have a question here: when did the cattle came in the heat? It is came within the 24 hour. Let's suppose this is the because we have selected the date for today, so here this is option. Let's suppose I have selected the cattle, it came on heat on 11th. So this is the beyond 24 hours. So here it will ask, like where he has done the natural insemination, the artificial insemination, or he has skipped the insemination. So if we select the natural, then he will have to add the bull breed, like from which will breed the insemination had been done. Or if we will the artificial, then he has to enter the semen make number and detail, like ABC, any semen, the bull ID he has to enter, the veterinary doctor detail has been entered. So if he has been selected the timing for more than 24 hours. Let's suppose he have selected for today, then it will ask, do you want to proceed for the insemination? Do you want to go for the insemination? If the farmer will okay, he will get yes, then he will do the insemination, like the bull breed ID, the number of dose he has given, the interval in multiple doses. So here the veterinary doctor can proceed with the insemination as well. If he has selected no, then it will ask, like the farmer wants to do the skip this insemination process, or he want the insemination from any other sources as well, then you have to enter the source name, source contact number and address. These information will be very valuable in point of in term of, you can say, the company, because we have all the record, like where the farmers are doing the insemination process. We can utilize that data as well. If they are doing the natural insemination, we can also add the details as well. So here, let's suppose I am going ahead and select the insemination process from the others, then he has to enter the other detail as well, like the source name is, let's suppose, short string, the contact number and the address. Once he has done adding this detail, he will click on the submit, and the fertility detail will be added in the system. He can go ahead and check in the feeds as well later. So these two activity he can done, like at the place of farmer, like fertility, vaccination. Let's suppose he want to do the milk recording at the farmer location. He will click on the milk recording button. He will select the shift for which shift is doing the milk recording. He can change the date, like let's suppose he has data to enter. He will select the date, and after selecting the date, he will select the shift, morning or evening, and after that he will enter, this is the approx milk recording as per the record, or he himself available at he himself present at the location, and he is entering the basically the actual milk recording detail. So in this way, he will enter the, let's suppose he's entering the approx milk recording is 12 liter. He will enter the feed plan, like for this milk recording what kind of feed plan farmer is giving to a particular animal. So he has to select the summer feed plan and click on submit button. The milk recording has been done. So you can see we have performed the three activities: the vaccination process, the fertility process, and the milk recording process. And the third and last, the activity is diagnosis. Let's suppose our person is available at the farmer location, and the farmer is saying one of the animals are sick or the suffering from any disease. So he will start the diagnosis process. So in the diagnosis process, he will ask for three details: one is internal, one is external, and three is the feed details. So in internal detail, he will ask for 3 or 4 questions, like the ovary size. He has to enter the small, large, or medium. He has to enter the pregnancy, in pregnancy the embryo size, along with the uterus detail. Is there any discharge in the uterus, or is there any knots in the uterus, is there any swelling in the uterus, or any hardness in the uterus. So he will has to select these, he will have to give the answer for the detail. After that, the temperature of the particular animal, he will enter the detail, like 10 or 30 or 40 or 60 degree centigrade as per the current temperature. So he will enter these detail as per the internal diagnosis. Once he will do the internal diagnosis, he will start the external diagnosis, like the dung. What is the dung consistency? Is it runny, hard, or medium? He will select the runny. Then after nostril, runny nostril, yes or no. Bleeding in noses, yes or no. Then the legs, difficulty in standing, yes. Any serious wounds in front right leg, front left leg, or the rear right leg or rear left leg. Ripen hooves, or the disshaped hooves. So these are the information he has to capture about the legs. After that, he has to enter the information about throat, like the throat sound is normal or abnormal. Swelling in throats, yes or no. After that, the eye color is normal or abnormal. Infectious eyes, right, left, or both. Eyesight normal or weak. Along with that, the tongue detail, the thorns on tongue, ulcer on tongue. Then the tits detail, like swelling in tits, no. Hardness, no. Flow of milk normal, less. Blood in milk, no. Any injury in tits, no. After that, the udder detail like swelling, yes. Color, no. Then you can say the injury, no. Then the body skin checkup, the skin color shiny or dull, any cut on wounds or bleeding, no. Rashes on skin, no. Sores on skin, no. Scrab on skin, no. Notes on skin, no. Ticks on skin, any visual horn injury, warts on skin. So these are the information he has to capture about the skin. Other diagnosis, any visual fungal infection, no. Milk in sudden decreased, overall physical fitness bulky. Then the cattle behavior like tongue twisting, like licking wall or pillar, licking urine, then the ruminating, then the diet less or decreased or left or normal. So these are the information he has to choose about the you can say the external diagnosis. And after that, the feed plan he is giving, he has to select and click on the disease diagnose button. So these are the parameters that has been stored in the system. Now you can see the external diagnosis detail, the internal diagnosis detail. Same detail can be shared with the veterinary doctor, and veterinary doctor can suggest the disease for a particular animal, and so the medicine can be given on the basis of this diagnosis. So you can see what are the diagnosis details we have captured in the application. So here according to the schedule, when any plant SBMC you can say the in charge or BMC employee reached at the farmer place, he will do these activities at the farmer place like fertility diagnosis, milk recording and vaccination. So I hope you clearly understand what are the activity the BMC guy can perform at the farmer place. So this is all about this video. In next video we will understand how this BMC guy can directly do these activities without having any schedule. So thank you for watching this video. Let's meet in another video as well. Thank you so much.